So good. So the course is all about the internet technologies. So the syllabus is already been posted onto the course page. So you can download those syllabus, and you can have an idea what this particular course contains, and what are the outcomes that you can going to attain, or what you are going to gain the knowledge and the skills. So let me just give you some important information here. Please remember this course here, it is mentioned as 5 credits. Plus remember, this is includes the practical. So there's a lab component also for this course. So the lab component is 2 credits, and the theory component is containing around 3 credits. Not around, exactly, yeah, it is given here, lecture 3, and the remaining 2 credits are for the lab if you have successfully completed this course. So this course, of course, a very important course for your career, and as well as for you to gain some knowledge and skills. So here, basically you are trying to get some of those internal details about the various technologies that are going to be useful for you to provide certain solutions for various applications. So here, when you are trying to make use of your electronic devices, when I say electronic devices, it not only means your computer or your desktop or your laptop, it also means your mobile phones and other electronic gadgets that you may be using for various purposes, for various automations and various supporting purposes. So for those devices, and for those in terms that those devices which will help you or support you in for various purposes, you may be using those devices to write with certain codes or certain programming instructions, in simple terms, through different technologies. And those programming instructions or those codes that will help those devices to function according to your requirements, or according to your various applications where you are going to use those hardware devices and the software components. So here, this course is divided into 5 different units, or you can call 5 different modules. So each module or the unit basically focuses on some of those intricacies, the internal details about which is revolving around these technologies itself. So if you start with unit number 1, basically unit 1 is concentrating, or it is trying to focus for you to understand the networking protocols, in other terms the application layer protocols. So here certain networking concepts you might have already learned. So just like with curiosity, I'm just asking, hope you have completed your computer networks course?
No, sir, that's next semester.
Sorry, I think, yeah. So next semester you are having this, of course, but what happened is, this is one of the layer for your computer networks, which the layer does certain supports for you to write certain applications or interact with certain applications, or have some communication mechanisms between applications that you try to do it. Of course, we are not going to focus on much on the computer networks, the internal details, how a computer network functions, or we are not going to focus on the design and implementation of various computer networks paradigms on the topologies, but we will like to understand one particular certain protocols. Protocols are nothing but certain rules that will guide certain things to work properly. So here certain protocols or certain strategies or techniques, we can interchangeably use these words. Protocols, certain rules, those rules will guide you to use certain things in a proper way. So those things are nothing but basically certain software components, software tools, software technologies that will help you to communicate between 2 different entities across the internet or across the network, or when your devices are connected with each other, how do you transmit certain data. So those are certain rules that needs to be followed. Those rules are the other strategies in terms of protocols. So the names that itself will tell you: hypertext transfer protocol, proxy servers, simple mail transfer protocol, post office protocol. Like this, we have certain protocols here. Of course, I don't want you to make it complex in this introductory part itself. So, but you need to understand what are those different protocols and how to use the protocols practically, and what will be the usage and how they are going to be benefiting for various purposes. So how they will be useful for us is the most important thing here. And every student of computer science and IT should be aware of these things, the basic things, of course. So basically, this is the first unit content. Then we will move on to the client-side technologies, means basically the user side, the user who is going to use certain technologies or certain programming tools or certain softwares which will help you to prepare and design and of course develop certain applications from your end, means at the client side or the programmer side, and try to help to communicate and try to fetch or retrieve certain data which is available across the network or which is available on the other side of your computer networks. So these are certain technologies that you need to go through, of course, that we discuss as a client side. So that will be discussing on the unit 2, then followed by the server side technologies. Of course, this is also certain tools and softwares which will help you to support and use those applications for the requests that have been made by the client for various purposes. So of course, we have the advanced client side and the server side technologies and so on and so forth that we discuss it on the 4th unit, and followed by some of those advanced web applications such as how you are trying to optimize your data resources, and of course how do you retrieve the data, and how the search engines on the internet or computer networks have been made use of, or the internet is made use of. So in terms of Google's and latest technologies, what the Google is trying to provide to you. So in a nutshell, this is just a big picture which I am trying to give it to you. Please remember, I know that most of you are already, I think you might have learned certain technologies, or you might have using certain technologies and the softwares for various purposes for developing certain applications and all. Nevertheless, those who are not known to this one, that this course will be very much useful. If you are a beginner, definitely the beginner will pick up, and he will try to make sure that he is trying to develop his own applications based on the knowledge and the skills that he is going to gain by the end of this course. So if you are an intermediate programmer or a person who is already known to certain technologies, yes, you can also improve your skills, and of course you can gain much other knowledges. And of course, an advanced programmer or an advanced student who is already used certain technologies and is very much conversant and is very much fluent and confident in applying so many technologies and trying to realize a good application, yes, you can also do the practice. It will be a practice for you when you are trying to solve certain assignments and trying to submit certain mini project tasks and all. So here, but my focus will be basically for those students who are now beginning their career in this internet technologies, of course, the web development and the networking technologies that will help you to develop certain applications at ease. So when I say at ease, means yes, that can be very easy for you, provided you do certain exercises and you try to involve in the course and be regular in attending the class. In attending the sessions and doing the activities regularly. Definitely, for a beginner, it will be a very push for them to gain certain skills in this 3 months. So my focus will be for focusing on towards a beginner, not for an intermediate or for an advanced web developer or for an advanced programmer. So please remember, sometimes it may looks like very trivial. Means it look like very simple for you when I teach you or when I say something to you, because I may be saying keeping in view of the a novice, I mean a beginner who is going to trying to understand the things for the first time. So you need to bear with me, but nevertheless, if it looks like very trivial, please let me know. I can give you some other exercises which will be very much comfortable in doing the things. But don't be very much anxious and don't be very much excited to do many things. Please remember, please make sure your fundamentals are very strong and your fundamentals are very intact. And you should not make even a silly mistake, even if you are thinking that you know the things very well. So you even don't slightly do not hesitate to ask me whatever if you are having any doubts and all. So as far as myself is concerned, I am teaching for the third time this course in this university. Of course, earlier where I was teaching earlier also, of course, I taught these web development courses for a couple of times, other universities and other colleges. So of course, one more important point I'd like to tell, please remember this course requires the latest technological tools usage, please remember. So obviously everybody needs to be with do the exercises, so there will be hands-on exercises. Don't think that this course will go out with simple writing theory answers. No. So this course demands practical skills that needs to be demonstrated while you're writing the answers for the assignments or for your quiz exams or for your major exams and so on and so forth. So definitely complete pure practical oriented course. This is every topic, every content that you see it in this course involves practice. So the more the practice you do, the more the knowledge and the skills that you will gain it. So that will be very much useful for your career. I'm telling, when I say career, so as long as you are in this computer science and the IT field, definitely the knowledge and the skills that you gain from this course will be used for across the various domains and across various applications and across various courses that you are going to study. So that is the most important part of this course. So please be attentive and don't feel shy to ask any questions, and please be open. No problem, since this is an online sessions training is going on. So don't think that what the other students will think and what the things will go on. So please do not hesitate to ask me. I'm telling you repeatedly. So even if you have a silly doubt also, don't worry. Please put forward either in the chat window, or you can openly ask me, or you can send me through email. And of course, my request is only whenever I give some exercises to you, so you please submit do those exercises. I will give sufficient time for you, and you need to be doing on your own. On your own, I say on your own. You have to involve yourself. Please remember, you are not a small kid now. You know yourself, and of course, when I give the assignments, some questions may be a common questions to some group of students. And why? Because we like to hear how you are able to solve those problems. That's why we give certain group assignments too. So, but don't take that as an advantage and simply copy and paste other solutions. Of course, we'll easily, when I see your solutions, I can easily find out maybe you copied from some other internet sources or from the Google or from your friends. If you copied, you can easily find out. That is not a very big task for us, but it will not help you in any way. Please remember. So please do follow those ethics and use yourself to be a professional enough to build up your own career. So please remember. So don't involve in any such kind of those unwanted activities or not required those things and all. Yes, definitely it requires certain time for you to spend and do on your own. So self-confidence and self-reliance is very much required. So please build up. You put all your efforts, and still, if you are having certain doubts, yes, you can always approach me or to any other instructor. It's up to you. And yes, that's it. So of course, the books. Please remember this course. Basically, there are so many technologies. When I say so many, means each unit will be having around 4 to 5 technologies. Of course, as such, one particular book will not be there. Please remember. Don't think there is one textbook as such, because this is a practical course. So you need to have the conversant. You need to be confident in applying the technologies depending on the problem requirements at different stages. So we will keep it open for you, and of course, when you have the internet with you, you can Google it, and you can also get certain solutions which are already available for each and every topic.Maybe some other sources are also helpful for you to make you to understand a particular topic in an easy manner. Some examples also. So, but nevertheless, I will also try to make you to understand in a very crisp and very clear way. So even then, if you are unable to understand it, please let me know. I can try to give you examples in another way, or you can also refer to some other sources which are already available on the internet. But don't keep your doubts for a longer period of time. That is the basic thing that you need to understand here. So remember, whenever a topic is been discussed, from the topic which I discuss, I'll provide the references for you. So you can also further explore, and you can further read the contents from that source, and you can clarify your doubts. So here there are certain list of books. You need not buy all those books, and of course most of the books now are available online, either in the e-books contents or some kind of blogs or some kind of tutorials. You can browse it anyway, because ultimately is what you need to understand the technology, what it is about, and how to use that, and how you can make use of those things in a better way. So these things you can get it in so many sources, but this is just a reference for you. You can have these things, and this is what the syllabus content is given here. And of course the syllabus is not I have framed it. It is already the approved syllabus from the school board. The school board itself has approved the syllabus, and this has been followed for the last 3 years. So many students have gained a lot of knowledge in your previous your seniors, the previous seniors also, last 2 batches, not just one batch. So this course I'm teaching for the third time, the same syllabus. So of course I will try to deliver as much as I can, and I'll definitely try to do justice for you. So it is all about how do you try to receive the things in a better way. And for that, it's not just only the teacher from the one end. It should always it should be from the both the ends. So until unless there is no communication, the things will not be fruitful. So you need to also respond to me as quickly as possible, and as things. So 23 of them are present here. Very good, a good number. So except 2 students. So yes, maybe the other students will be joining. The remaining 2 students will join shortly. So anyway, the other students, I will have an interaction with you. Today we have 4 hours of session. So see, our sessions are getting started with lab session. So basically, this is basically 10 to. I hope everybody knows the timetable, right?
Yes, sir, we do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so here we start with the lab session. The first 3 hours, 10 to 1 will be the lab session, and we have another theory session today. So you'll have from the theory session is from
2 to 3, sir.
2 to 3 this today, and tomorrow we have the another 2 sessions, another 2 hours. Session means, I mean to say, other interactions. Tomorrow scheduled from
Not sure, sir. Sometime in the 10 to 12, I guess, or 11 to 1.
11 to 1. See, you're not, I am not sure. Your timetable is there on the Moodle
11 to 1, sir.
huh?
11 to 1.
You can see it here. Yeah, you can go to your Moodle course page, and where is the announcement section? So here we have the timetable itself. You can just have a look on this. So Thursday, you can see integrated MTech. We have 2 hour session IT. So is from 11 to 1 tomorrow, right? Fine. So yeah, let us go to our course content. So any doubts so far, please let me know before I proceed to the other topic.
No, sir, it's pretty clear.
So simply listening, this kind of attitude is not expected for me or from you. You can ask, you may have several doubts actually. See, you may think that so far nothing is discussed. What kind of doubts do you ask? You can ask it. That is up to you all. So your mind should be flashing with so many kinds of queries actually if you are onto the course. So please pay attention and yeah, nothing for now, sir. Yes, of course, because you people are already having certain knowledge and skills on the different technologies, I can understand. So, but that doesn't mean, so you need to explore a lot, please. The more you try to explore, the more the confidence you will gain it in the later stage. Okay, one important thing, because this is the beginning, I would like to just share with you practical tasks. What are the practical tasks that you are going to do? So the software is required. Most likely, I'll just like to hear from you. Do you have your laptops with you?
Yes,
Yes, sir, most of
yes,
us
sir.
have laptops.
Laptops or a desktop, whatever it may be in your home, you have a computer with you. The computer can be your laptop or your desktop. Is there anyone who is not having any means any resource, either laptop or a desktop? Out of these 23 students, yes, please. Please tell now only. Because of course only 2 students are not there. Just I'll get a complete picture, complete idea, and that will be helpful for me to go about it. Yes, Vinod Kumar, you are trying to say something.
Sir. Hello.
Yes, Vinod Kumar, tell me, what is your problem?
Sir, I gave my laptop for battery replacement.
Okay. If you are having certain minor issues or some problems with your, it is a temporary. You will get back your laptop, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm just talking about those for those students who are not having this computer at all for this entire semester.
Oh.
See, these issues like battery problem or sometimes laptop not working or system not working and all, it will be there, the continuous process. It's not that 1 or 2 students, definitely that issues will be there. So, but I like to just hear for anybody who is not having any kind of resource. A resource means a laptop or a. So I hope everybody is having a laptop or a desktop with you. So I can take it granted, please. If you have any issues, please raise it now only. Or at least let me know by tomorrow. Please let me know. Don't look for the minor issues like repairing or changing something like that. Those who are not having a system at all, please let me know. That is what I would like to hear from you. I would like to know from you in other terms. So of course, you are silent, so it implies for me that everybody is having either a laptop or a desktop with you, right? Good. So good situation, very good. And so what I like to make you to do is, of course, this course, please remember in the beginning only I'm telling this course, since you will have several software technologies and the several tools that are required for you to understand certain concepts and for certain features that you need to implement for developing certain applications, most likely you have to install your own softwares. So it is not that because there is no lab administrator or a system administrator here. So you have to install on your own. And definitely if you install on your own, you will gain the confidence. Please remember. So installing the softwares is also an art. It is an art. Everybody should know how to install and how to install their dependencies and how to make a successful installation. Nowadays, most of the software technologies are not very hard to install. Please remember, there will be certain steps, and there mean already you will get certain supporting help from that particular installation process itself, or If you are still facing, you can also ask me while you are installing any kind of softwares. Definitely, I will try to help you. Of course, through online session, I will connect through remotely to your system. For a couple of students, we have done like that in the last year also. So for some people who are unable to install their WAMP server or for the Node.js servers, like that, I was trying to help them. Of course, there are only few students. Most of the students, they were able to install their softwares on their own. So that is more important here. So you will get more confidence and you will get more ideas of how the softwares are getting developed and how they are to be used. And so this is not, don't think that software installation is not your duty. No, don't think that your duty is only to write some piece of programming codes. No, see, you need to get all those skills on how to make yourself adjust to the latest trends and the latest technologies that needs to be used by you. So please, I request, I will give the software names and the tools and the technologies that needs to be installed by you and keep it ready. So this is what I just prepared one, those who are having Windows operating system in their laptops or desktops, you need to install those particular softwares. Those are having Ubuntu or a Linux flavors, any other SCO Unix or Red Hat Linux, it's up to you. So you may use this softwares. And those are having the Apple Mac Macintosh operating systems, you can use this set of tools that I have given. I have listed it here. These are not only the things that we are going to do it. We are going to use other things also. So, but nevertheless, this will definitely go through the unit wise, and so if you can keep a record of this, what things are to be done. Most of the systems will have browser, that is implied, and please install a good editor for you. The different IDE, integrated development environments, maybe you may be familiar or you may be used to it. I'm not insisting you to follow only certain tools. So you are free to use any tool to develop code and to develop an application. But please remember, whatever you use the tools, you should be able to make use of them in a better way and for solving the task, because it should ultimately your problem has to be solved with providing you a good solution. So I will not insist you to use a Node.js or WAMP server or Windows, Apache, MySQL, PHP. It's up to you. There are alternate tools are also there in addition to this. So it is open to you, and you may use any kind of tools whenever you like. Those who are just a beginner, you can start whatever the things that I am mentioning here. You can start with that and be ready with your systems. So from next week onwards, you should be able to use the laptops or the desktops with you for you to do the programs. So don't waste time. And if you're having a difficulty, please let me know during our these interactive sessions. That will help you for you to solve the problem. So here, that's what I have given here, practical task requirements. Fine. So any doubts here? Please let me know.
So to download all these softwares like MongoDB and all that, will you be providing us some sort of links for us to download?
So I will tell you, the official websites are there for each and every technology that you are going to use it here. So of course, if you are looking for the links from where to download it, I will tell you. I'm telling you just only one particular source. If you just Google and you go to any of those technologies and Google it, and you'll get an official page. From the official page only, not from other blogs or from other tutorials or from other resources. Don't go for other or from the GitHub also. To some extent, if you are reliable from the GitHub, you can go it. Because I don't want to mention myself with all those things for you to wear that tutorials, because sometimes some other programs are also gets installed into your system and it may damage you or your system to some extent. So don't go for any yes, I can tell you whenever the software, what are the things that are required for you, I will tell the official links in my presentation slides. It will be there already, and the references will be there in the slides itself. And if at all it is not mentioned, or if I missed it to tell at that particular point of discussion, you can have to go to only the official websites of those softwares. So don't go to other blogs or other downloading the softwares and all. Don't go for any other things. You know very well, if you are going for other things, then obviously other things also will come into your system. So that you should avoid it. Yeah. Any other queries, please?
Sir, for the versions of the softwares, should we just download the latest stable versions, or are there any
That's
specific?
what I clearly mentioned here. When I say stable version, do you know the meaning of stable version? Here, clearly a bold. I have highlighted this.
Okay.
See, most of the things are open source software. They are free and open source. You need not purchase or you need not buy. Please remember, there is no buying at all. All I'm using in the open source technologies only. And please remember the stable versions. When I say stable version, means already all the bugs are being, most likely the bugs are being taken care of by the developer or for the software company. So don't go for latest versions. Don't go for latest versions. I'm simply telling, don't go for latest version. You go for a stable version. When you say latest versions will always have problems. It is not certified yet. There won't be bug freeze. The development version softwares are not preferable for you to practice it. Some of those tools will not be useful for you. So I'll say that it is a stable version. I will tell you whenever I'm discussing. See, this is a general document I just prepare for you to have an idea. Those who want to do it, you can do it, and those who want to do it, don't know how to do it and not. As and when the topic is covered, I will ask you to install it and do the exercises and submit it. At that time, I will tell you from which version and which from the location or the source where I need to download those things. So yeah, any other queries, please? And please remember, this is a practical session, 3 hours, and 3 hours theory session is there for this course in a week. So what I do, what I have planned to do here is basically after every topic, there will be practice for each and every topic too. So of course, since this is just a first lab class, directly first week's lab, just starting the lab. Of course, today I will be going through with some of the theory contents that needs to be discussed, and followed by some practice also. I'll give it to you today in this lab sessions. So every week the lab session will be having certain points to be discussed and followed by the practice to be done in the form of exercises. So and most of the time, because this course is already been delivered last year and we have the complete material with us, so here you can see there is of course the other week-wise some materials are there. But what we try to do here is these are a recorded session of mine only, the last year's. So I will be trying to post some of the contents, which is a video recording of that, and I will be posting for you. And you need to come prepared for the next class. So when I say, since this is a beginning class, anyway, you might have not come prepared with anything as of for today's session. But from next week onwards, I will be already posting to you the videos, the materials, and the exercises for you to come prepared for the lab. So when I say come prepared for the lab, means you should always make an attempt of writing the programs, and if you are finding it any difficulty, you need to discuss and you have to solve, and we can have that interactive sessions during that particular lab sessions. So during the lab sessions, of course, I will tell you certain things to be done, followed by the exercises. But that exercises, definitely I will give sufficient time for you to do. Of course, 1 week time, 1 week to 2 weeks time also, some depending on the exercise I will give you. So you have to come prepared for the discussion, and what are the difficulties are there, you need to sort it out during our interactions. So I hope I'm clear to you about this point. So yes, please.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yes, sir.
So here, most of the time from next week onwards, you will see some content materials also will be there, and video recordings of those will be there, and exercises also will be there. So for the next week onwards. So, but for this week, today's session, so we will be going through the first unit. So, shall we start our syllabus? If you have any doubts, let me know. Any general doubts and all. So, we will start with our syllabus. If you see the syllabus here, the first unit is Unit 1, Application Layer Protocols. So, what are application layer protocols, and what is their purpose, and what is the use, and what is HTTP? So I will start very slowly, and we will go slowly. So I will not rush to complete the syllabus. So we'll have the optimum way of interacting with you, so that we will not discuss 4 or 5 topics in a class in a 1 hour or 2 hour sessions. So for today, I just plan to discuss with you these things and have certain exercises to be done by you. So if you don't have any other general doubts to be clarified, then we will go with the syllabus. Please let me know. Feel free to ask to me. See, this always is good to clarify your doubts in the beginning only. I was expecting a question from you, but nobody is responding. It means nobody is trying to pose that question to me regarding the course evaluation. Evaluation, you know what you mean by course evaluation?
So something has to do with tests and minors and practicals.
Yeah. So regarding the assignments and minors, last time when you are handling this course, we had a different strategy. But for this time, of course, we have a lab component which also includes lab exercises, and you need to submit your solutions through Moodle course pages only. The solutions, and that will be evaluated. And of course, not only with the assignments, you will have quizzes and you'll have minors. So what is the proportion that you are going to have for quizzes, assignments, minors and all? I will give a document to you by next week. So that will be there for the course evaluation. But any other queries, please?
Sir, we haven't really discussed the same for the PPL course as well. The evaluation with PPL course.
Yesterday, there were only half of the class is only there. Around 12 to 13 students were there. But if you look to my slides, at the end of the slide, I have mentioned 50% assignments. And have you seen that slide?
Yes, sir.
In the PPL?
Does it, 50% slide minors and 50% assignments, that constitutes only the internal assessment, isn't it?
Yeah, that constitutes only continuous assessment. Continuous is not for the major.
Okay, sir.
Continuous assessment is on another word is internal assessment. That is only the. So okay, let us not discuss PPL during the internet technologies course, right?
Thank you.
That will be better for us. We will focus on only internet technologies. Of course, during this discussion, you can focus the lab as well as the theory. It is up to us, but we'll not focus on the other course. We'll discuss the other course. Of course, I am the same teacher for you. You are taking the flexibility in querying that one, but let us not go into that. That is when we are going with the regular sessions of that course, we will have that discussions of that. Okay. Is it fine?
Yes, sir. Fine.
Yeah. Yes. So 23 are there still. So those 2 students are not yet joined. I think they will not join maybe today. Okay, it's fine. We'll start with application layer protocols. And this application layer protocols, the topic is the unit 1, and the book which I am referring is the details given here. Can you see the details, please? The book description which I have given here.
Yes, sir.
So I'll just stop presenting from my side for a couple of minutes. Can anybody volunteer to find out where that book is? You can present from your screen. I would like to see whether you are able to fetch the book content or not. That is the point here. Who is going to volunteer? Hello, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. We are
Yes,
just
sir.
Yes, yes. So please respond quickly. Then why you are very silent for almost, you are paused for certain minutes?
no, sir. We're just going through the book. I mean,
Yeah,
where the book is. But
yeah, where the book
earlier
is. So
you
that's what
showed.
I would like to see from you, how you are searching the books and all, and what is the difficulty, or what is that you are going to miss there if you
No,
are.
sir.
Yeah. So can you join it? Yeah, present your computer. I will tell you how to do that. It will be helpful for other students also.
Okay, sir. Just a minute.
Yes, please.
Just a Yes, sir. I've started presenting.
Yes. So what what are the book details given?
It's given source Nimbus open books.
Yes, Nimbus open book, open ebooks. So where you get Nimbus, go to the
IGML.
yes, yes, IGML. That is what Indira Gandhi Memorial Library. Very good. Yes, yes. Click the Nimbus. Very good. Yes, just in the search bar, you just type, yeah, copy paste. Yes, yes, copy that. Computer networking principles. Yes, copy that and paste here. You need to register. Yes, of course. Okay. Uh, no. You need to register. You have a uhyd.ac.in account.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then new user, just sign in there. They sign up there. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are logged in. Very good. Now you can just simply search over there. It takes only just a couple of minutes to do the registration. And the book is there. Yes. Click that one. Yes. Okay, that link is not working. Maybe click the next one. Same book only. Yes. Yes. Fine. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So scroll down. Yes. View or download this book. Yes. Good. Good.
Second edition, sir.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, sir. It will take some time.
Yeah. Okay, I think the download is taking some time for you. Okay, now you stop presenting. So I think everybody knows now how to download that book content. That is basically the first unit. Entire book is not there. Please remember. So it is only one chapter. One chapter from that book. We will go through it. So you will have a quick reference and you will get some good insights about the application layer protocols, the fundamentals on this. So once you download that book, most likely the book which I downloaded will be, I'm just showing you. I hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
So the book that once you download it, the book will be like this. Can you see it? Is it visible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So yes. So here you need not study entire book here. So here we have the application layer. Please remember here there's a part 2 application layer. So we have to go to the application layer. We have the contents from here. Okay. So of course this is, you can read like a story, the application layer, those who are the beginners, what application layer here and all. But before yes, that is what I'm trying to say to you, but let me give you the introduction to you. So here the application layer, of course the material I have given to you, you can see it, introduction to application, and my recording is also been given to you here, the recording the video session of this. So introduction to application layer protocol and client server model. So I'm just opening this introduction to application layer protocol and client server model. So here you can go through this. First I give some time for you. Just this is only 10 slides are there here. You can please go through this material, and as well you can click this video lesson which I have given to you. So you can just click this video lesson.
The cost of preparing for IELTS through online coaching can range between 5 to 20,000 rupees.
Hello and welcome.
So this is just
before we proceed to the prescribed syllabus,
so please go through this one, and I will get back to you in 20 minutes.
and followed by the principles.
So I'll get back to you in another 20 minutes. Please, all of you, go through this video lesson first, the video lesson which is given here, and I will get back to these slides again. So first, you please go through this video lesson which is prepared by myself only, and I will be online. So once you now the time is 10:52, so I will exactly at 11:15 I'll get back to this. I'll get back to you, answer you. So is it okay?
Yes, sir. It will be fine.
Yes. First, you go through that video lesson and let me know what is that you are trying to understand. Let me discuss with you.
Sir, I think the book you showed, which you downloaded, is the first edition.
Okay. Second edition will be having little bit changes. I agree to you.
Has different
Yes.
structure.
Yes. So second edition, first edition you can take it at least, no problem. There's no harm. There's no harm. The second edition, this they have just recently published, I think, just 2 months back. In this month only, I think in August, second edition they published. But you can refer to first edition.